Everyone knew that day that sailing against the wind was going to be dangerous, that drowning was one of the biggest possibilities out there, but they had to sail because they had no other choice. While the ship was sailing against the wind, it was hit by an iceberg which made a big hole near the bottom of it. People's reaction varied greatly. Some started to cry, others started to scream and beg for help, while few managed to control their emotions. Fortunately, a rescue ship showed up, and everyone was saved, those who cried, those who screamed, and those who faced their fears with tremendous courage. Live like a lion, as you saw. Everyone was saved, and crying and screaming didn't change anything. If they were going to die, then crying would have had no meaning, and if they were going to be saved, then crying would have been a shameful memory that they carry on there for the rest of their lives. The moral of this story is simple. If you are going to live this life, which is the only choice you have, then live it like a lion, because living like a rabbit would change nothing. If you are going to face life's problems, and this will definitely happen, then face them with courage. If you decided to get on the boat, then know that facing storms is not an option. You can't control the intensity of the storm, but you can control your emotions when the wind blows, and when the sky becomes dark. All of the problems that you are currently facing, and all of these storms in your life, are not optional events. Whether you want to or not, you will pass through them to the end. So why not pass through them as a courageous person instead of a coward? If you had the choice not to pass through these difficulties, I may have not written this article. But if you are already on board, then stand your ground and don't run. Any difficulties in life are temporary and will eventually pass. The question is, how will you face these troubles? Crying in despair, or smiling in their face with confidence? In both cases, the results will be the same. Fear nothing if you decide to set sail. Before getting into that project, before deciding to take that job, or before thinking of starting this new business, take your time and think it through. Examine your fears and learn about the possible risks, because while you decide to go on a venture, fear will be useless because it will change nothing. The same problem could happen to 4 different people, where one may cry, another may yell, the third may get depressed, and the fourth may look the problem straight into the eye, but the result will be the same for all 4 of them. In summary, you don't have any other choice but to live, so live like a warrior instead of living with fear. In both cases the result will be the same, and who knows, maybe if you face the problem courageously you might find another way out.